There used to be all sorts of odd jobs back in the 80s. For example, banks had hundreds of millions of customers and most of them had names. But were those names properly formatted? Your task is to go back in time and solve the problem of incorrectly formatted names once and for all. And as a bonus, you can remove all alphabetic symbols in the words. First, we need to create a function called format_names that will help us format the names from the 80s. This function will take a list of names as input and give us a new list with the formatted names. To start, let's create an empty list called formatted_names to store the formatted names. Now, we want to go through each name in the input list and format it. To do this, we can use a special kind of loop called for loop. It will help us iterate over each name in the list one by one. Inside the loop, we need a way to store only the alphabetic characters from each name. We can create an empty box called cleaned_name to hold these characters. To get each character from the name, we can use another for loop. This loop will help us go through each character in the current name. To make sure we keep only the alphabetic characters, we can check if the current character is alphabetic. We can use a special function called isalpha to do this check. If the character is indeed alphabetic, we want to add it to our cleaned_name box. We can do this by appending the character to the box using the += sign. Once we have all the alphabetic characters from the name in our cleaned_name box, we need to make sure the first letter is capitalized and the rest are lowercase. We can use a special function called capitalize to do this. After we have formatted the name, we want to add it to our formatted_names list. We can do this by appending the formatted name to the list using the append function. Once we have gone through all the names and formatted them, we want to give back the formatted_names list as the result of our function. That's it. You now have a beginner-friendly Python solution that formats names from the 80s and removes non-alphabetic symbols. Feel free to modify and adapt the code to suit your specific needs. Do not forget to subscribe before anyone else and have fun in the past.